Hi, good afternoon, everybody. This is Carrie from KDS Insurance Services down in Texas, and I'm bringing to you my standard fall message, if you will. By the way, I hope you're having a great day, and thank you so much for joining me and watching this video. You know, we are in fall. Fall is definitely in full swing, which is fantastic. I love this time of year, but it is also a time of year that we really need to be thinking about our next season. And the reason for that is because our next season is winter. And a lot of things happen in the wintertime. As we saw 2 years ago, we had a terrible here in Texas, a just absolutely horrendous week of sub-freezing weather that caused billions and billions of dollars worth of damage to homeowners and subsequently caused a massive claim onslaught, which we are all paying for now with our homeowners premiums, because everything that happens in this state we all share the claims, we all share the expenses of what happens when we have a massive storm like we had. And we had, I believe, 5 days in a row where we had sub-freezing temperatures throughout the entire state. That is so rare. But this is why I'm coming to you today and why it's so important that I get this message across. Now that it is October and it is starting to cool off, we really need to take the steps in the next month and prepare our home for the winter season. We need to be checking all of our hoses and make sure that we're wrapping our hoses. We need to be checking all our exterior piping, make sure that those are all weather resistant and ready for the very cold weather. We need to be checking all of our water systems, all of our faucets, all of our hoses, all of that on the exterior perimeters of our home to ensure that they are protected from freezing. Freezing is in the top 5 of all homeowners claims that are paid in the United States. And a part of what happens is we as homeowners, and I'm a homeowner and I am just as much to blame on some years as others where I'm not prepared and I forget to cover a hose outlet or a faucet outlet, or I don't wrap a pipe correctly, or I have a pipe that's coming in my house that's not wrapped and insulated correctly. And so then I have a freezing pipe, and then I have to redo my entire bathroom. That happened to us too. Now, we're in a newer home, and we assumed, and this is just food for thought for you as well if you've just purchased a home, we assumed the piping under our bathroom sink that led from our sink to our outside area was insulated correctly. It wasn't. We had a massive hole that we didn't even know about, and that is what caused our entire bathroom to flood because it froze, the pipes froze, and then boom, when we started to defrost, the water went everywhere. We had to replace everything in our bathroom. So it's really important that we make sure that we're checking the perimeters of our house to make sure that we don't have any exposure that we can be concerned about during the winter weather. You also need to be checking your homeowner's policy to make sure that you have all of the correct endorsements that protect you from water damage and weather. That's really important, guys. A lot of agents, and I don't mean to badmouth my industry, but there are a lot of agents that just don't put the right endorsements on homeowners policies, or they assume the homeowners policy has the coverage in it. Never assume anything. You need to pull your policies out. You need to look at your policies. If you have any questions as to whether there's water damage, foundation and damage, and water damage endorsements on those policies, pick up your phone and call your agent to make sure. The last thing you want to have happen is assume you have coverage, have a massive water lake, your pipes explode everywhere, and then you have no coverage. Pull your policies out, read them, check the endorsements, check the exclusions, and then if there's any questions, make sure you get in touch with your agent. Another really important part about preparing your home that most people don't even think about in the wintertime is the trees around your house, especially if you're in North Texas and you get a lot more freezing than we get down here near the Houston area. Trees fill with ice. Water and ice are extremely heavy. If the trees are full of ice and the weight becomes too much, the trees are going to collapse and fall on your home. So make sure that your house has at least 5 to 10 feet clearance all the way around the house. So if there is a big tree near your home and it is covered and saturated with ice, and if it does collapse and break, that it does not collapse and break into your home. Okay, that is part of doing your due diligence. And there are carriers out there that will give you a hard time if you have a tree and it's documented there's a tree and you've said that you've fixed it and you've cut the tree back, and then all of a sudden it rolls around into wintertime and that same tree that the insurance company questioned is still there and it falls on your house. That gives them an opening to not cover your claim. So let's not do that. Let's make sure that we check, make sure every house has at least 5 to 10 feet of clearance all the way around it, from the bottom all the way to the top. You need to make sure that there's no debris around your house either. That's a fire hazard, and we don't want that to happen either. So make sure that you don't have any fire, uh, flammable flammable liquids or flammable materials that are located near your home or your garage. That's really important too. So I hope this gives you just some food for thought. There is plenty of time. We're just in the beginning parts of October, but it's really important that you do these things. Make sure your home is ready for the winter. It just takes a few minutes and it could save you a lot of discomfort and headaches down the road to know that your house is prepared for the upcoming season. Thank you for joining me today. Thank you for subscribing to my channel. If you're not a subscriber, please take a few moments and subscribe. I do post educational and informative insurance videos on this channel weekly. I also post a lot of other different types of videos too. The purpose of my channel is to help you successfully live the best life you can and have it all. One of the things that I can do for you to ensure that you have it all is to make sure that you have all the information you need on your insurance to be knowledgeable so you can make the right decisions that protect you financially. So that's very important. Please leave me a comment. Of course, I'd like to hear back from you. Please like and subscribe. Don't forget, make sure you hit the bell so you know that I post my next video. And enjoy our fall weather. Winter's around the corner, so let's make sure that we're nice and prepared. And I will see you in my next video. God bless and have a great day.